What is going on, everybody? Today we're looking at the LEGO Harry Potter Hogwarts Castle Charms class set 76442 with 204 pieces that retails for $20 US. So we get another addition to our Hogwarts Castle, this time with the Charms class. So it's going to be similar to like the others, where it's a small little classroom that can then fold up and fit into our Hogwarts Castle. But we get Charms class this time, so we get Professor Flitwick as well as Hermione and Ron doing Wingardium Leviosa there. So pretty nice. We get a nice little room design, which is pretty cool. Looks similar to the Charms class we see in the movies with like the stack of books and the chalkboard. So overall looks pretty nice. If we spin around, we can see what the more the interior is going to look like. We can see it folds up into the little room. Of course, get the Wingardium Leviosa with the levitating feather. We see it fits under the Hogwarts Castle there, so we can slide that in. And then just the basic room design there. Now, of course, this does have a lot of similarities to the books, the like fold-up books that were the classrooms that would open up. We got a Charms class in that, so it'll probably have a lot of similarities to that, but I don't have that built or anything, so can't really compare it. But I do have that castle, so we can slide that in the bottom of the castle. And overall, it's just a nice little set, especially a cheap set like this for $20. That overall I was happy about, especially to get this version of Flitwick. So let's go and look at the set, starting with those minifigs. So we have our three minifigures from the set. So first we got Professor Phileas Flitwick, which is nice to have him, especially in his appearance from the first movie. And looks pretty nice. So we get his mostly bald head. I think in the movie he's wearing a hat, so it'd be nice if we got a little hat for him. But his longer white beard, his white eyebrows and all that. Of course, in some designs showing his age. Of course, if I could try and get him out from behind the beard, we'd see more of his face. So he has like a little bit of a smile and stuff there and some hair all the way around. No printing on the back at all since he doesn't have a hat or anything to help hide it. But it is nice we get that. But he looks good in his robe, so he's got a lot of green colors into his robe. So you get the green robe over the top with a little bit of brownish color on the inside of it. Then he has a brown vest and a green shirt underneath with some brown pants. And he's a little tiny guy, so he does have the small legs and his wand there in his hand. So it looks good for Professor Flitwick. Then, of course, we get Ron and Hermione. Nothing really new going to be about these, just from the first movie, so they have the shorter legs. But wearing the Gryffindor robes there, Ron comes with his wand. Of course, his shaggier red hair, a little smirk on his face. He should have a scared face there on the back as usual, and it comes with the feather, so they can do Wingardium Leviosa there. And similar with Hermione, so it's going to be Hermione from the first movie with the shorter legs, has the skirting piece, which is nice. In her Gryffindor robes, has her color of wand there with the feather as well. Bushy brown hair, of course, nice little smile on the face, and she should have a face there, a worried face there on the back as well. So it looks pretty nice, but unfortunately we just get the same characters over and over again, so that's never exciting. But it is nice to get them since it is recreating that scene. So I think that was pretty good character selection that they chose. And that brings us to our Charms classroom, which of course is pretty small, especially for a $20 set. As I said, it does fold all up like it showed on the back of the box, and it makes a pretty small set, so it is really nice and small there. But overall, we get the features we get inside. We do have like the table and stuff where we can take this stuff off. It is modular, so you can pull it out to have Ron and Hermione here at the desk practicing Wingardium Leviosa, so they can be sitting at their desk like that. Then we get another stack, so we get like the bookshelf that Professor Flitwick sits on, so we can take this out. So we get just a nice stack of books. We get a candle off to the side, some feathers and stuff in there, as well as the feather that you can levitate with Wingardium Leviosa. So that's pretty nice. And like I said, we can take Flitwick and stand him up here since he stands up on the book since he is so short. Then we also get the chalkboard. So we get the chalkboard showing Wingardium Leviosa there. So showing waving the wand with a swish and flick and makes the feather fly up in the air. So that's pretty nice. So just a nice little chalkboard there design that, again, you can just pull this stuff out and sit it wherever you want. But that gives us the background as well, so we do get a door, so nice entrance door here out into what would be the hallways of Hogwarts. We do get a portrait, so I just got that portrait there, which may be the Rowena Ravenclaw. I'm not exactly sure what any of these pictures are, but that's my guess just because she has the diadem on her head. Then we get these nice little pictures here, so we have the Hogwarts crest sort of design with our 4 house there, and then maybe windows here in the back, so we especially a window here, but it could be window designs letting light in. And then we do get some incantations or charms there on the wall, so like Alohomora and all sorts of different spells there on the wall, similar over here. And then we do get a fireplace as well, which looks pretty nice with the big stone piece there sticker wise up above, and a little flame over here to the side. So just overall pretty nice, but again, very similar to like those book ones, pretty basic there in the background sort of designs. But it is nice that you can obviously put this all back together, very similar to those books where you can just put it all back so everything's all together and everything is out of the way. And then we can obviously fold it back up where the other one folded into a book. This one folds into our little room that we can now take and slide it into the bottom of our Hogwarts Castle. So let's bring that in. So here is our Hogwarts Castle. Of course, we have the Great Hall and everything up there. Now, it did show on the instructions to slide it in here, so we get this little hallway that, of course, had a bunch of those portraits in it. We can take the classroom and now just slide it right in here, and it just slides right back in there and sits like that. Obviously not a really good place for it. I think when I read the charms classes on the 3rd floor, so obviously being underground isn't really the best place for it, but that's just where it shows that you can put it from the book in the back of the box and all that, so it can just slide in there. So obviously it's showing all different stuff. We've had different things so far that go under here, but as they start to expand out more of the castle, like I know we have that flying lesson set that has more room sections that we can fill up with more rooms, like this one specifically would be good for that as well. And of course you can sort of have the door open there into the room if we want. So just a nice little feature. That, again, love all these little small little things that slide into here. I just want them to, hopefully by the time they get this finished, that it actually makes sense and everything goes where I feel it somewhat should be. So overall, not too bad for the charms class. Like I said, nothing exciting about this, nothing we really had before. Like I said, I think the Flitwick was maybe new for this, but they put him in the advent calendar, so it's less exciting with that. But of course, Ron and Hermione, nothing new there with charms class, which like I said, we've had in that book form already, but it's now just made to go with our Hogwarts Castle as the most detailed Hogwarts that they're making. So at least it is nice for that. So nice to at least have a little set like this, and that was a cheaper price of $20. So overall, not a bad set for that at all, but obviously it could be more expansive. So let me know what you thought of the charms class down in the comments, and if you enjoyed my review, let me know with that like, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button to see more. But I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you all stay awesome out there, and I'll see you in our next review.